Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the HeroesCCL pre-show. My name is Bahamut, joined by Justing, and we are here to break down everything from week number 5, getting you ready for week number 6 of HeroesCCL. But before we dive into all of this action, let's tell you all about our amazing presenter here at Next Level Gaming. What is Next Level Gaming? They're a Miami-based esports center where you can play Heroes the Storm among 400 other pre-installed games that are updated daily. Next Level Gaming is a Blizzard Cafe, which gives you some extra benefits on your account, like all heroes being unlocked and extra experience as well. Next Level Gaming has HP Omens with Intel i7 processors and RTX 3090 graphics cards. They've got 2 amazing monitor options for you as well. They've got a 24-inch monitor at 240 Hz, and they have got a 32-inch monitor at 144 Hz. Be sure to use nlg.gg/CCL in your web browser to find out all you can about this amazing Miami-based esports center. But Justing, we're here, we're ready to go. Let's start breaking down things from the past week of HeroesCCL, and we'll kick things off with 30k versus Diamond Hands over on Alterac Pass.
Let's get into it. We've got 30k pushing in with the boss and the objective, looking to bait some cooldowns out on the side of Diamond Hands. Diamond Hands doesn't lose here if they don't lose too many members, so they're going to be looking to play very defensively here. But Caesar Salad, having already used his Falling Sword, gets engaged on by Cattle, and they have the good chance to see to one-shot him. Nintori tries to get away into the backline, but Madara blinks forward with the Haunting Wave, and alongside Cure, they take him out. But with 1 keep down on Altric, that's not enough to end the game. So 30k, even though they got 2 kills, needs to back up and play a little bit safe. They need to back up and look for the mid keep. So they push on here. We do have still ults on Cure and Cattle. Cattle goes in. You have Cure ulting as well. The Fire Breath comes out, and Cure, watch him into the backline onto Heavy, hits the reset onto the Lucio. They do manage to take out the keep. Now 30k playing this very patiently in a 5 versus 2. Madara will go finish the top keep off to remove all of the armor off of the core. And at this point, it is all over in game 1 for Diamond Hands. You have no armor left on the core in a 5 versus 1. The lone Tychus unable to defend against the power of 30k.
30k would close out that series 3-1 with a strong victory throughout that series. They did fall on Tomb of the Spider Queen because they banned out Cho'Gall, or maybe they threw on a boss pit, but it was a really, really fun series between those two. But speaking of fun series, on that Saturday, we had a lot of really, really good maps, and we're going to revisit this one, but we have to start out with the first moment here of Simplicity versus Granite Gaming on Sky Temple after some tornadoes blocked Granite Gaming from ending. Things are getting a little crazy here, Justing.
Yep, we've got game 2 of Simplicity and Granite. You've got Granite playing for the objective with Breeze really far away from his team on the objective. Azurite is the target where Tiger JK goes on to him. They almost get him down immediately, but the Ancestral comes out from SMX. Unfortunately, the second Ancestral not going to connect with the level 20 because you have good Fan of Knives damage coming out from Tiger JK. You have the Shockwave onto the backline as the Hogwild comes out. And Granite Gaming super split now. 2 members on one side, 1 on the other, all getting ran down by the Hogger and crew. Tiger JK on the Maiev, proving to be a worthy opponent, proving to be a little bit too strong for Granite Gaming in these first 2 games, and that was an example of why.
Yeah, we'll revisit that series a little later on in our highlight because it seriously was really, really fun. Some top moments in that one. But let's move on further. On our 3rd best of 5 of the weekend, we had Wildheart go up against Chili Mountain. And on Garden of Terror, I really just love the way that this clip just evolved for Chili Mountain.
Yeah, Chili Mountain putting Wildheart Esports into a checkmate position as Dino gets the gust to get the stall after pushing out bot lane. So you have the Siege Giants pushing in, and it's 2-2 in plants. So both these teams really want this objective, but Wildheart in a situation where they need to send IB Tings back on the Junkrat to defend because the core will die just to these Siege Giants and the catapults, which leaves Chili Mountain in a 5 versus 4 for the objective. Haben now on the Johanna is going to be left behind. They do manage to secure the objective, and now Wildheart gets nothing. They hardly defend their base with 66% left on the core. They lose their Johanna because they can't contest 5 versus 4, and now they need to defend against an objective 5v4 with already 63% on their core. A very tall order, so Chili Mountain just has to play a little bit slow here. You have Masquerade diving in, the Wailing Arrow comes out onto the backline, onto IB Tings, while Wildheart frantically tries to defend their core. They still have a little bit of time here, but Dino dashes into the backline and takes out IB Tings alongside Dequaza on the Hogger. Zergling now in trouble, going to dash forward into the plant stun. And that's all she wrote here for this game, for the series between Chili Mountain and Wildheart.
Chili Mountain takes that one 3-1, and once again, a dominant showing from Chili Mountain throughout these weekends. Excited to see how they do in week number 6. But of course, we had one more best of 5 to visit and break down for all of you, because Oxygen versus Storm Esports had some really, really cool moments. And let's go ahead and take a look over at Tomb of the Spider Queen, how things evolved.
So the clip begins with Storm Esports down 3 levels and trying to look for a desperate pick. But the 3-man here doesn't have a lot of CC. You have Nick just dashing away with the Tracer, having many dashes, and Yasu comes in with the Light Bomb. There's one blink left into the backline, hitting the 2-man stun. The jet propulsion from Copen comes out. Yasu has the follow-up as well. Maka is now ran down by the 3-man of Oxygen, and you had a 3v3 and a 2v2 occurring, and it doesn't appear as though Storm is winning the 2v2 either, unfortunately. They're now a 3v2, but it's still not enough. Lauber getting chased out of the fight now by Nick on the Tracer. He's certain to go down shortly, just waiting, the Stormbolt just for flare, and pop. Down 4 levels here in this game on Tomb. The objective comes out, it's 5 versus 1. The lone Nazmaz on the Leoric going to be unable to defend the base against all of the spiders and all of the waves. A very nice try by Storm when they're down 3 levels to get something going, but shut down immediately by Oxygen.
Oxygen would also shut down the series in a 3-1, and they would be the victors as well, moving up further in the standings for HeroesCCL Season 4. But of course, one more clip, the top clip from the weekend. I had alluded to the fact that the Simplicity vs. Granite series was really good, and it was so good, it nearly, well, Justin, break it down, because I think we got to get our brooms out.
It's real close. We're about to see a potential reverse sweep in the making. Granite Gaming up 2-1 in the curse points. You have Wubby with the staggering blow into the wall, onto the Tyrael, onto Porky, chaining it with the shockwave. Porky can get as much damage as he can, but watch Azurite on the Junkrat with the Junkrat trap. He knocks him into it. He knocks the Hanzo into his own trap with the knockback from the ultimate. Now they're in a 5 versus 3. They're running down Simplicity. You've got the Contagion plus the X-Strike attempt to turn the fight between the Dahaka and the Genji, but it's not quite enough. Genji doesn't manage to get a reset, as Hogger once again going hog wild here with the level 20, as we've seen quite a bit now. 2 members go down from Simplicity. The curse is going to be picked up by Granite, by the Rhaegar, and it's a 5-0. Granite Gaming going to be able to close out the series and secure the reverse sweep against Simplicity.
Reverse sweep and Granite Gaming's first series victory in HeroesCCL. Simplicity did find their first couple map victories, so a little bit of a win for both sides here on HeroesCCL. Looking into our Week 6 matchups, we've got June 18th, Granite Gaming versus Wildheart Esports, and Chili Mountain versus 30K. Some really good games this weekend, Justing, but of course, can you break down what's the standout match for this Saturday?
The standout match has to be Chili Mountain versus 30K, our first place versus second place team. This could be a beginning of the grand finals potentially, with both of these teams 5-0 and 4-1 respectively. These are our best teams we have right now in the standings, and only one of them is going to be able to come out in first place after this.
I'm really looking forward to that Chili Mountain versus 30K matchup here on HeroesCCL. Looking at the matchups for week number 6 on HeroesCCL, June 19th, we're going to be having Diamond Hands go up against Oxygen Esports, and to close out the entire weekend, Storm Esports versus Simplicity. Which one of these two are you looking forward to, Justing?
Most excited for Diamond Hands versus Oxygen. Diamond Hands had a really strong start to the season, but haven't had quite the staying power that they'd hope. And Oxygen didn't have the best start to the season, but is starting to make their way back into the top 3, top 4 position. Both of these teams near the middle of the pack, trying desperately to break into the top 3 spot so that they don't have to play in the gauntlet to make it to LAN. It should be really exciting. Very important match for both of these teams.
It's going to be an important day of matchups, as you had mentioned, and we're going to be really excited to bring all of that action to you at here on HeroesCCL. Thanks for joining Justing and I for the HeroesCCL Week 6 preview. If you think we missed any clips or there are any better clips out there, by all means, leave a comment below, add us on Twitter. You know how to bug us on the internet. I also encourage you to check out our other social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and of course YouTube for Heroes educational content, fun esport videos, as well as some fun videos that Justing and I have done in the past. We look forward to doing more of these in the future, and until week number 7, I've been Bahamut, joined by Justing, and we'll see you in the Nexus.